Greetings everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Vectorman! We have pretty much fought through all of the futuristic space levels on Earth and made our way to the Dark Ruins. This is a pretty cool level. It has a nice departure from the standard science fiction feel. Anyway, this is one of the longest stages in the game. It's also one of the most non-linear of them all. Wow, it's really hard to fight golems when you have the high ground. Apparently having the high ground is not good here. Anyway, they give you 8 minutes to solve this level, which pretty much tells you that it's going to be pretty long. Because if 8 minutes isn't insane, that's, you know, it's going to be bad. It's the longest time limit you get. Anyway, we have some of the enemies returned from previous levels, the golems and the turrets, and that's pretty much all there is in this level, except for the mosquitoes, of course, which are in every level as well. Mostly, however, this is just a run and gun and collect all the stuff level. You could beat this one fairly quickly if you just run straight to the end, but half the fun of this level is stocking up your extra lives and such for the impending battle. Now, I will put a little disclaimer on this video. This is the last level where you can get one of those max health orbs that increase your hit points by 1. However, I forgot to get it. Mainly I forgot to get it because I forgot there was one in this level. And only upon researching the level after I beat it did I figure out that this was where the last one was. So, I apologize for that, but I'm only really hurting myself because it just gives me one less hit point to fight the final boss with, which can be pretty tricky. Anyway, if you really want to find it, there's a tall pillar somewhere in the middle of this level. You climb all the way to the top of it and jump to a platform with a satellite on it, and there it is. Regardless, the theme of this level is pretty good. I don't believe I've heard it used anywhere else in the game, so that's pretty good. But it's also not in the sound test. I don't understand why they didn't put every song in the sound test. That would have been really cool, but whatever. I guess maybe they wanted to keep some of the music a secret from the new players? I don't know. Anyway, this level has got a return of the cool lens flare effect that we saw back in the Arctic Ridge, except this time instead of flaring off the sun, it looks like it's flaring off of the Earth. So, are we to assume that Vectorman's quest has taken him away from the entire planet? I don't know. Could be. Either that or it's the moon, but it looks pretty earthy to me. Anyway, grabbing that the rapid fire gun helps you out down here. I really don't like the rapid fire gun too much, but it is nice to just hold the button instead of keep shooting it repeatedly. Anyway, there's the shield generator we saw back there to the left. Not doing the special stage, so I don't care. At this point, you have a choice. You can go back up to the upper path or continue taking the lower path. Taking the lower path will bring you to the satellite part where the special stage is, and then a dead end. So, there's really no point to taking this path, except that there's other items you can get down here. And that's really what I'm after. More items. Alright, getting that 3x multiplier from the golem was pretty lucky because it's actually going to help us out a little bit later, as you will see. And some of the enemy combinations they put in here, like the golem and the turret, make it pretty difficult to try and shoot, duck, and dodge and all that stuff all at the same time. Kudos for the enemy placement. Hell yeah, bolo gun! Best gun in the game. Also, there's a whole lot of photons in this level. But this TV doesn't have photons, it has an extra life! And since we still have that 3x multiplier that we got from the golem, we got 3 lives, so... very cool. Anyway, there's the dead end. Now we have to backtrack. Good thing about Vectorman, though, is that there's not a lot of backtracking in this game. And any backtracking you actually do, you kind of put on yourself. It's your own fault. It wasn't so bad, though. We just have to come back to here. Now to continue the upper path. I could go back and collect more TVs that I missed and stuff, but I'm not really going for, you know, all TV bonuses or anything like that. Kind of lucky that I got one in the last level. Accidentally. Got a save point in case we die. So many mosquito dragonflies everywhere. These turrets are pretty hard to deal with, but sometimes if you can time your double jump right, you can kill them pretty quickly. I do have to say, though, that even though this level is long, and even though it is near to the end of the game, it actually isn't that hard. The worst thing that can happen to you is mosquitoes coming out of nowhere, or golems shooting you from below, but really, it's not that bad. We did get a shield, though, which is nice, and a secret TV containing nothing but photons. Great. Wasted my time there. Oh well. Man, golems are easy to fight. All you gotta do is duck. They're the lamest of enemies. Not like those dive-bombing mosquitoes. I see you hitting their TV in the dark. And man, you just contain nothing but photons. Awesome. Great. However, this TV contains a pretty cool item. It is the parachute. We haven't seen this yet. The parachute power-up basically lets you drift down slowly. That's it. It's actually kind of useless. You are semi-invincible, though, when you have it, so I guess that's cool. Really, though, there's no point to actually doing it, ever. Unless you're trying to collect all the photons. It does help you collect a bunch of photons, but it's really hard to get 100% photon bonuses without doing a level more than once, because there are a lot of photons that you can't collect if you've passed them, because you fell down, or something like that. You fell down a long pit and you can't get back up. So, really, it is kind of hard. I used the atomic blast too early. I wanted to kill those fucking dragonflies, but I should have used it here in this corridor. So I would have killed all the enemies. That's okay, though. It's not that bad. The game is being generous with the health upgrades, or the health refills, so whatever. One last TV here before we end it, and of course it's photons. Great! So many photons! So little time. Alright guys, that's about it for the Dark Ruins. I'll see you next time. Later.